that.
Yeah, this COVID virus is a real sneaky bastard.
Yeah.
Smallpox really hasn't really matured or changed or that much in decades. A little bit, not much. And so you get one smallpox and you're usually pretty good, unless they're sending you to Madagascar or something, or in the military where they're sending you to who knows where, and then they give you a ton of vaccine. So, but the Delta variant, and it's, alpha, beta, gamma, delta, right? So there's now epsilon. So that's how they're naming stuff. So this Delta variant, it's a coronavirus like the other coronaviruses, but basically, with a new hat, in as much as it's got different properties. The properties of this particular one is that it's twice as communicable as the other one, which is really kind of scary. So, so if you, and I get, a dozen,
because I know you're getting a lot of those.
A dozen emails a day about this. Is what does that mean? Does are vaccinations good against it? Yes, I think it's important to see that. I think we're getting some numbers out of Israel that it covers it, not as well as the original variant.
It's actually, you mentioned Israel because they've been on the forefront of a lot of the research, right?
Oh, absolutely. So yeah, they were on the forefront of the mRNA technology. They've been on pharmaceuticals and tech and all that. It's
amazing.
All that sort of stuff. Yeah, a lot of that stuff comes out of Israel. It's kind of like, if you're the American dream, the Israeli dream now lately has been go to the Technion, which is like MIT, right, in Israel. Come up with some sort of software program and sell it to like Intel or Microsoft and cash in. Real estate and television.
But it's great
it's
great that they have that push towards innovation and also the push towards medical, in particular medical.
It's always been intellectual, medical, technological, etc. And everybody's there. I mean, Pfizer's there, La Roche-Posay is there. They're all there.
They go where the talent is.
So and so that's so they've been at the forefront of this, and they're used to stressing the system, meaning that most everybody has served in the military, most everybody has been vaccinated, so they can go ahead and they have everybody's cell phone, so that if they're in a case of emergency, they can ring up the entire country and say,
and they can really,
battle stations.
They can really track one variant and that kind of stuff.
And they can track it, and they can go ahead and say, all right, everybody's getting vaccinated, boom. And that's kind of the way it goes, because they see it as not an existential threat, a real threat to their national security. And so when it falls under that, then everybody kind of steps in line and gets whatever you need to get.
So
done.
with the COVID variant, so basically like it's COVID, but it's obviously a modified version because it morphs and changes, and that new variant is kind of looking for another pathway into your system.
Right. So it'll continue to change, and viruses will do that, and that's why we have. Every year we get a flu shot, and the flu shot is kind of the best guess of what the variants are going to be this particular year, et cetera. I think going forward, and as Jeffrey's opinion is, we'll probably be looking at a COVID shot very much like a flu shot every year to catch up with some of these variants, et cetera, et cetera. Not needed for your MMR, not needed for your smallpox, because those we got as kids, most of us growing up here in the States got it as kids. And so we're pretty much covered for that. Although there's monkeypox, which is now, kind of coming out and spreading a little bit. So it's really sort of interesting what's going on in the world of infectious disease, that all of a sudden that's becoming front and center again.